Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Welcome to another edition of Ask Mr. Duncan. Once again, I have a small selection of your email questions to answer, sent in to me by you. So without any further ado, let's have our first question for today. A nice letter. I have received a very nice email from a viewer named Rafael Santos, who comes from Brazil, but is now working in Angola, Africa. He writes to tell me how much my video lessons have helped him. Up until 2006, he did not speak any English at all, but after using the internet and following my English videos for 3 years, he now has a good grasp of the language and has just won a placement on a work course which will allow him to visit England this summer. Congratulations, Raphael, and thank you for all of the kind words you wrote. It just goes to show, if you really want it, you can do it. I have just watched lesson 55. Where is lesson 56? This question was sent in by Valentina in Greece. Up to now, there are 55 full lessons on my main YouTube channel. You will also find some other short lessons and videos there too. Some have subtitles while others do not. Right now I'm making lesson 56 and there will be many more new lessons coming during 2010, so my advice is to keep checking back, or even better, subscribe. There will be regular updates on the channel too. Of course, you also have a new episode of Ask Mr. Duncan to watch every week too. Thank you, Valentina, for your question. Which pronoun must we use when we do not know a person's gender? This question comes from Ray in Russia. It is normally viewed as polite to address someone in the third person sense by their name or gender. But if you are unsure of either, then we normally use their or them. For example, their letter was very interesting. I would like to write back to them. We can also use the possessive whose. Occasionally I find myself using this word whilst reading out a letter or email. Now and again I find that I'm unsure as to whether the correspondent is male or female. I hope my answer helps you, Ray, and thanks for asking. How must we use the word upon? This question came from Ricardo Paez, who works in Mexico as an ophthalmologist. In other words, an eye doctor. The word upon normally relates to an action where something is placed on a surface. The word describes the motion. He placed his hands upon the table. So we not only have the action, but how the action was carried out. Its definition is described as a formal version of on. You may sometimes see the sentence once upon a time written at the beginning of a fairy tale or fable. This usually refers to the past, be it real or imagined. Oh, look at my poor handsome face. Oh. Before I pack my bags and wander on my merry way, I would like to send a special hello to George, Nacho and Ike in Caracas, Venezuela, who watch my English videos each and every Friday. A big hello to all of you. Emma in China, who is now studying English there by herself and shares my own opinion about how much fun the world of English is. Hamed Panjay in Iran, who writes to tell me how enjoyable my English video lessons are. Keep on watching, Hamed. There are many new lessons still to come. And we have one more hello. There it is. Nihal Ubaidi in Saudi Arabia, who personally spoke to me last week on Facebook and asked me to say a big hello. There it is. That is all from me for today. Thank you for asking me. I will see you all again next week for Ask Mr. Duncan 14. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying thank you for asking me all of your questions, and of course, ta-ta for now.